This video tutorial will take a look at the slope of a linear equation. The slope of a linear equation is the rate at which the line increases or decreases. We are going to determine the slope of the line shown to help us understand what slope is and how to find the slope. To start, we need to identify two ordered pairs on the line that intersect at points where there are whole numbers. So for example, the ordered pair 1, 0 and the ordered pair 0, -3, as shown below, have been identified. To figure out slope, we need to figure out the change in y as x is changing, or the change vertically and the change horizontally. We see an arrow shown to show the change vertically to get from the first point to the second point. And we see the change horizontally to get from the first point to the second point. We are going to determine how much we have to rise or go up, and then how much we have to run or go over to get from one point to the next. We go up 1, up 2, and up 3, and then over 1 to get from one point to the next point. So we went up 3 and over 1. Oftentimes when dealing with slope, we hear about rise over run. How much do we rise or go up or down, and how much do we run? How much do we go over? In this equation, we had a rise of 3 and a run of 1. So our rise over run is 3 over 1. Our slope is 3 over 1, or 3, because we know 3 over 1 is just 3. This will remain consistent for the entire line. We can go up from that point, 3, and over 1 to be at another point on the line. This is because the slope will remain consistent throughout the entire line. Let's work with a new line. Let's find the slope of the line in black. Notice we still have our first line in gray for comparison. This second line, our new line in black that we're going to find the slope of, notice that the slope is less. It is increasing less rapidly than our first line. Again, to find the slope, we need to identify two ordered pairs where their numbers are going to be whole numbers. We want to determine our rise. We go up 1 and the run, which is 4. So we have a rise of 1 and a run of 4. That makes the slope for this line 1 over 4, or 1/4. That makes sense because our first line had a slope of 3, and this new line is increasing less rapidly, so the slope should be less. Looking at the new line, the line in black, we can see that this is the steepest of all three lines, or the one that is increasing the most rapidly. We're not going to find the slope, but we know that the slope must be greater than 3 because it is increasing more rapidly than the line that had a slope of 3. One comparison with all of the lines that we have worked with so far is that they are increasing from left to right. If it is increasing from left to right, there is going to be a positive slope. This is in contrast to lines that decrease from left to right, as the line shown in black. Lines that decrease from left to right have a negative slope. Let's find the slope of this line. We want to identify 2 points. For this, we are going down, so our rise is actually a fall. So we have a rise of -3 and a run of 2. So our rise over run is -3 over 2. We know that -3 over 2 is a negative divided by a positive, which is going to result in a negative. So overall, we just have a slope of -3/2. So again, it is important to remember negative and positive slopes. Those lines shown in black are decreasing from left to right and therefore have negative slopes. The lines in red are increasing from left to right and therefore have positive slopes.